Nearly 11 years ago, I moved to Central Oregon. Nearly 10 years ago, I started my relationship with disc golf. Wait, is it disc golf or frisbee golf? Or frolf?
It was originally called frisbee golf because they were using frisbees.
Frisbees were actually pie tins from the 1800s that people just started tossing around to each other. But later, thanks to Fred Morrison in 1954, it became the Pluto platter. And when Wham-O purchased the rights in 1957, it became what we all know now as a frisbee.
But then it developed, and around the 1970s is when the first beveled edge disc was created, and that's when the sport transformed to disc golf. And it is definitely not frolf.
That's Val Jenkins. She's one of the owners of Bevel Brewing in Bend. So what does she know about disc golf?
I've been playing for well over 20 years. I have 4 women's world titles. I have 2 US titles. And yeah, traveled the world playing tournaments. And that's what I made my career for about 14 years of my life.
Val met Nate, who's the brewmaster at Bevel, while they were on tour together playing disc golf. And together, they became instant disc golf royalty.
And yeah, my husband has 3 world titles.
Memorial Tournament final round. Nate Doss teeing off hole number 1, 390 feet out. Throws it over hoop on and bends it back. That is a hole in 1.
And we knew that our brewery had to be disc golf themed in some way because that's how we met, that's how we both were raised, and it's a huge part of our lives.
Central Oregon is already known for its traditional golf, but disc golf has been catching fire recently in Central Oregon thanks to our long sunny days. Bend has an 18-hole course over at Pine Nursery, and there's several 9-hole courses around town, including one at 7th Mountain.
We have a course in Sisters, there's a course in Madras, there's a course in Terrebonne and Redmond.
You basically play disc golf like regular golf, but instead of sinking a putt, you rattle the chains.
Landing on top doesn't count. You've got to either be in the chains or in the cage here for it to count.
There's also a long list of unofficial courses tucked into the woods around Central Oregon, because playing disc golf really just requires one disc and an object to throw it at.
In contrast to golf, disc golf is much more easily accessible for families to go out and play, for individuals to go out and play, and especially with this beautiful weather that we have here in Central Oregon, it is a great sport to pick up this summer.
Pro players on the PDGA Tour are making healthy livings these days, but if your aspirations are a little bit more down to earth, you might just want to check out the Central Oregon Disc Golf Club website or Disc Golf Central Oregon on Facebook.
If you're looking for something fun, if you're looking for something to do with your family, to get your kids outdoors, to get your family out, getting some exercise and some fresh air, try disc golf. It's very easy to access and it's very fun to play. And just like me, I grew up with my family playing and it changed my life forever.
For Central Oregon Daily News, for Central Oregon Daily News, for Central Oregon Daily News, I'm Scott Elness.